Imagine a world where every time you are asked for a favor, you feel compelled to say yes. You stretch yourself thin, your energy drains, and your relationships start to feel overwhelming. Now, imagine a different world. A world where you can say no confidently, without guilt, and with the knowledge that it can actually deepen your connections. Welcome to the hidden power of saying no. Today, we are breaking down the myth that boundaries are barriers and revealing how they are, in fact, intimate tools that can transform your life. Get ready to discover why no is not just a word, but a superpower. This is the Veil Breaker, where we expose the truths that change lives. From childhood, many of us are taught that saying yes is the key to being liked, accepted, and valued. We are praised for being helpful, agreeable, and accommodating. But what if always saying yes is actually holding us back? The truth is, constantly agreeing to everything can lead to resentment, burnout, and even a loss of self-identity. The myth that saying yes is always the right thing to do is deeply ingrained in our culture. But real strength lies in knowing when to say no. By challenging this myth, we open ourselves up to healthier, more authentic relationships, both with others and with ourselves. Why is it so hard to say no? The answer lies deep in our psychology. Humans are wired for connection and acceptance. The fear of rejection or disappointing others can make saying no feel almost impossible. Our brains are programmed to avoid conflict, and so we default to yes, even when it costs us. But here's the twist. Research shows that people who set clear boundaries are actually more respected and trusted. Saying no is not a rejection of others, but an affirmation of our own needs and values. It is a way to show up authentically, and that authenticity is magnetic. Boundaries are often misunderstood as walls that keep people out. In reality, boundaries are bridges that allow for true intimacy. When you set a boundary, you are inviting others to know the real you. Your limits, your needs, your values. This vulnerability is the foundation of deep connection. Think about it. When someone tells you honestly what they can and cannot do, it builds trust. It shows that they respect themselves and you enough to be truthful. Boundaries are not about shutting people out. They are about letting the right people in the right way. Let us look at some real-life stories that reveal the power of saying no. Take Sarah, who always said yes to extra work at her job, even when it meant missing family time. Eventually, she burned out and realized she was losing herself. When she finally said no to overtime, her boss respected her more, and her family life improved. Or consider James, who struggled to say no to friends who pressured him into uncomfortable situations. When he started setting boundaries, he discovered who his true friends were, those who respected his choices. These stories show that saying no is not selfish. It is self-respect in action. Saying no does not have to come with a side of guilt. The key is to communicate clearly and kindly. Start by acknowledging the request. I appreciate you thinking of me. Then state your boundary. I am not able to take this on right now. Offer an alternative if you can. Maybe next time, or I can help in another way. Remember, you are not responsible for other people's feelings. Your job is to honor your own needs. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. Over time, you will find that people respect your honesty and your boundaries. When you start saying no and setting boundaries, something amazing happens. Your relationships begin to transform. You attract people who value and respect you for who you are, not just for what you can do for them. You create space for deeper, more meaningful connections. Boundaries also teach others how to treat you, setting the standard for mutual respect. Even difficult relationships can improve when boundaries are clear. Instead of resentment and frustration, there is understanding and trust. The ripple effect of one small word, no, can change the entire dynamic of your personal and professional life. Ready to harness the hidden power of saying no? Here are some practical steps to get started. First, identify your limits. What makes you feel uncomfortable or overwhelmed? Next, practice saying no in low-stakes situations. Use simple, direct language. Remember, you do not need to over-explain or apologize excessively. If someone pushes back, stand firm and repeat your boundary. Surround yourself with people who support your growth. And most importantly, celebrate your progress. Every time you say no, you are saying yes to yourself. Boundaries are a skill, and like any skill, they get stronger with practice. Now, here is the challenge. For the next week, commit to saying no at least once when you would normally say yes out of obligation. Notice how it feels, and observe the impact on your relationships. Share your experiences in the comments. Your story could inspire someone else to break free from the myth of always saying yes. If you found this message powerful, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Veil Breaker channel for more informative and expository content. Together, we can break the veil on the myths that hold us back and step into a life of authenticity, connection, and true power.